I've watched that video countless times.
That we're treating on this clinical trial have absolutely no other options left for them. These are patients who are unfortunately destined to die of their disease and in a fairly short amount of time. So Emma is incredibly matter of fact about all of this stuff. This was a child who had had her leukemia come back twice. The parents were looking for a miracle.
What we've learned how to do is train the immune system to recognize and then kill tumor cells.
It's a procedure where we collect their T cells, and they are infected with a virus that will genetically change them so that they will now see and react against their leukemia cells.
And we actually use the HIV virus to do that.
So you're taking the HIV virus and infecting healthy cells with it to help kill cancer?
Yes. The virus has been engineered so that it can't cause disease anymore. But it still retains the ability to reprogram the immune system so that it will now attack cancer cells. We call those modified immune cells serial killer cells. Each infused cell can kill more than 1,000 different tumor cells.
But the reality is the dramatic responses of cancer to new treatments are very unusual. We need to make it clear when we talk to a family that it may not work. Emma was given her T-cell treatment, and within a few days she was very sick. She had breathing difficulties, she had blood pressure difficulties. We knew that she could not have gotten any sicker without actually dying.
But then a remarkable thing happened. The T cells were growing, they were starting to fight the cancer.
Within hours, Emma's fever dissipated.
It was like the calm after the storm. The clouds went away, and she woke up, and there was no leukemia. Event.
Still get choked up watching it. So different viruses have been used to combat different cancers. So for example, measles for bone cancers, HIV for blood cancers such as leukemia like we just heard about, the common cold for brain cancers, and other viruses are currently being looked at. As far as success rates are concerned, HIV seems to hold the most promise. Dr. Carl June has seen a 90% success rate when HIV was used to combat blood cancers, meaning that 90% of his patients are in full remission years after treatment, which is to say, essentially, that these patients have been cured. So you may now be asking yourself, how did I not hear about this? And the answer to that question is simple. This is all happening in real time. Clinical trials have been taking place for the past 4 years, but not until now has information been made available to the public. And it is time for us to spread the word. The mere thought of my future children living in an age where cancer is no longer humanity's #1 health concern is simply overpowering. To me, it seems only fitting that we are discussing a real possibility of curing cancer on the eve of the 30th anniversary of the Carl Inserra Annual Invitational.